Hi guys, Mr. Burnsy100 here, and today I'm bringing you my first proper ever video, and what's going to be is a best ever Chelsea XI. Now, there's going to be people moaning about why I haven't picked older players from times before, but I'm going to be focusing on 1990 onwards, because that's around the period I was born, got better expertise then, and there's just generally better access to stats. So, here we go, the best ever Chelsea XI. So in goal, we go with none other than Petr Cech. There's not really any choice in this. Courtois is probably going to go on to be one of the best ever Chelsea goalies, but at the moment it's definitely Petr Cech. 332 appearances for the club, played after that horrific injury, and he's got that iconic scrum cap, and he goes in goal in our best ever Chelsea XI. In the right back spot, we go with Ricardo Carvalho. Now, I know he's a centre back, but the choices for right back were pretty limited, and this guy had a brilliant career at Chelsea and was just absolutely excellent, so there's no way I felt I could leave him out. Only played 135 times between 2004 and 2010, but he did win the Premier League title 3 times in that time, twice with Mourinho and once with Ancelotti. He's just been an absolute faithful servant to the club and could not be missed out in this best ever Chelsea XI. In our first centre-back slot, we go with none other than John Terry. There's no way anyone could ever miss him out of their best ever Chelsea XI. Captain, been there since 1998, only club he's ever been at apart from a short loan spell at Nottingham Forest, as you can see on the screen. Played 456 times for the club and 38 goals, which is absolutely mad. He could have played longer for England, I think, but at Chelsea he's 34 and he's still absolutely killing it, and there's no way I could leave him out. In our second centre-back spot, we have gone with Marcel Desailly. Played 158 times and scored 6 goals for Chelsea between 1998 and 2004, and he was just incredible, as you've probably seen by his legend card on FIFA 15 this year. He was like a fast John Terry, absolute beast, massive. Played over 100 caps for France too, and there's no way he could get left out of the team. I keep saying that, but there's no way he could have been. In the left back slot, there really was no choice, it had to be Ashley Cole. He's been at Chelsea since 2006 to 2014, played 229 times for the club, 7 goals, and was just insane, bombing down that left side, bombing back, defending, his slide tackling, he was incredible. Champions League 11-12 season when Chelsea won it in all the semi-finals and quarter-finals, he pretty much saved them several times with his tackling, and he has to go in at the left back spot. In our CDM spot, we go with Mourinho's pride and joy, Claude Makélélé. He was pretty much the original CDM, sat in front of those 2 defenders and did nothing except defend. Like, he would barely even go forwards. He was like a third centre-back, and he was like a massive part of Chelsea's 2 title-winning campaigns with Mourinho. And he was there between 2003 and 2008, played 144 times before moving on to PSG, and he's pretty much Chelsea's only ever good CDM, apart from maybe Michael Essien, he was pretty good too. At left midfield, we go with the PFA Player of the Year for the 2014-15 season, the midfield maestro, Eden Hazard. He's going to go on to be one of the best players in the world. Maybe not Messi and Ronaldo standard, but I can really see him being up there at the very top with maybe Neymar, Pogba, Verratti even. And he's just incredible. PFA Player of the Year this year says everything about it. Played 104 times for Chelsea, 37 goals, and has been there since 2012. And I see him, if he ever leaves, I see him leaving for a lot of money. In our centre attacking midfield position, we go with none other than Frank Lampard, Chelsea legend. Moved here in 2001, stayed to 2014. Bit of a shame he's missed out on the Premier League this year, but he's won it twice and the Champions League. Played 429 games, scored 147 goals. I think he is the all-time Chelsea goal scorer, and he's the biggest legend of the club ever. At right mid, I had a few options, but I decided to go with Joe Cole. Now, Joe Cole is a bit of a Chelsea legend, and absolutely loved him as a player growing up. Was there from 2003 to 2010, 185 games, 183 games, and 28 goals. And do you remember that crazy goal he scored for England? That just showed the sort of thing he was capable of. And that picture I picked for the left-hand side, sending a Rabona cross, Di Maria style. Now, absolutely loved him growing up, and I think he merits the right mid spot. Other people could have been Robin, but I don't think Robin was as good as Joe Cole was. There was also Damien Duff. But none of these people really came anywhere near Joe Cole in terms of how well he played for the club. So he goes in at the right mid position. At right striker, we go with the legend, Gianfranco Zola, the Italian maestro that played at Chelsea between 1996 and 2003, playing 229 times and scoring 58 goals. And this guy, the ball just stuck to his foot. He could dribble in and out of places. He was like Messi. He wasn't as good as Messi, but he was absolutely incredible for the club. Zigzagging, twisting on the spot, roulettes, anything. He was just a master of skills. He was probably go down as one of Chelsea's best ever players, if not the best. And there's no way I could leave him out. He could play at cam, centre forward, or striker, but for the purposes of this formation, I've stuck him in at striker beside our next player that you're about to see. Our second striker and the man to complete the team is none other than the Ivorian Didier Drogba. Absolutely lethal in front of the goal, headers, strength. He had it all. He's just one of Chelsea's best ever strikers, alongside Zola. Played 226 times, scoring 100 goals in his first period at the club. In the second time he's been less successful, he's done kind of a backup striker role. 27 appearances, only 4 goals, but he has done the business when he's been required, and he is only a third striker, and I kind of hope he retires at the end of this season. He's 38, and it can be a nice end to his career if he just ended it all now. So now guys, I'll do a quick run through of the whole team once again. In goal we had Petr Cech. Right back spot we had Ricardo Carvalho, 2 centre backs John Terry and Marcel Desailly, left back Ashley Cole, CDM Claude Makélélé, left mid Eden Hazard, right mid Joe Cole, centre attacking midfield Frank Lampard, and the 2 strikers Gianfranco Zola and Didier Drogba. Thanks for watching guys, remember to like my video, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and I hope you have a nice day.